I want to be able to tap with you this whole concept of creative living from the neuroscience point of view and changing mindsets. Because, 40 years ago when I was in England, 1984, 85, it was a crisis of inflation in the 80s. And they were shouting out from the rooftop about prices and food and all that. 40 years fast forward, the Prime Minister is still shouting today all about no food, cold, winter, prices down. We are actually what I call changing evolution going on a moving dancing floor. Right. You see, the floor is not static. You can't do a quick step. You can't do a twist. It's just moving. And so how does one adapt oneself from the neuroscience point of view with all the intelligence that we have to actually optimize our life so that we are always in a constant state of flow and well-being? That is what I want to tap into you.
Okay.
How do you get up every day and tell yourself, I'm going to seize the day? And you can't seize it with your muscle power. You can seize it with brain power. And I think if we can approach life that way in the marketplace, we'll be a much more happier people than trying to sort out everything else that's happening on the outside, because it's going to keep changing. The dancing floor is going to keep changing. But what we can do and learn from people like yourself, Soraya, is how do we position ourselves every day with knowing that we can rewire our brain, we can retrain, we can redo a lot of things, and get ready for facing whatever challenges that come our way. I heard you in your recent podcast about, wearing somebody else's shoes. My shoes have worn out myself. And so a lot of whom I have been talking with my podcast and writing up this book and all that, a lot of people, Soraya, are living and talking from their heads, but they are not brutally honest from their hearts.
No.
They're not manifesting the trials and the tribulations that everyone is going through. I've been through it. I know. And if I can control the brain power to control my triggers, I'll be a much happier guy.
Yeah.
As a surgeon for 40 years, it's always been, how do you make it right instead of being happy? As they say, it's better to be happy than to be right all the time. Mm. And so I think that the frontier for the next 21st century is neuroscience.